Today on Stock Charts in Focus, we're hitting ChartCon 2022, giving you a quick preview of what to expect starting next week with our two-day virtual conference. We are thrilled to be bringing you ChartCon once again. It is coming back to Stock Charts. 17 of the industry's most distinguished technical analysts, chartists, strategists, investors, traders, folks that you are so fortunate to learn from. We all are so fortunate to learn from them. So we're going to give you all the details about ChartCon, summarize kind of the highlights, give you a sense of the agenda for both of the days of the conference. Make sure that you know what to expect starting next week. Of course, we'll also show you how to save your seat for the event. So lots to cover on the show today. You know what it is. It's all new. It's all here. It's Stock Charts in Focus. All right, my friends, welcome to the show, Stock Charts in Focus. Of course, our product focus show here on the channel where we dig into the site, dive into the features, show you around the tools, show you what's new, and ultimately help you get more value out of Stock Charts. That's our mission here on this show. Every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, up on the live channel, also up on our YouTube channel after that, and the on-demand platform at StockChartsTV.com. My name is Grayson Rose, Vice President of Operations here at StockCharts.com. And I am thrilled to be with you this week for a little bit of a different show, to be honest. We are in the mad dash, the last week, the final few hours, planning ChartCon 2022. I am thrilled. I've been spending a lot of time with the team, getting ready. We're setting everything up, getting the stage set, getting the cameras lit, all that good stuff. And everyone is going to start to fly in for this very special event next week. So that got me thinking, in the middle of all of our crazy planning, I want to make sure that all of you really understand kind of what this event is, know how to register, know why you should register, most importantly, and just kind of get all the details, get the agenda, all that stuff. We've been talking about ChartCon quite a bit in the run-up to this conference for the last couple of months. But now, in our final week, it's kind of where the rubber hits the road, and we need to really sit down, take a look at the agenda, and make sure that you know exactly what to expect with ChartCon 2022. So a short show today, a little bit different, but we're going to jump right over to the site, make sure that you know everything about ChartCon, make sure that you can save your seat for this very special event that starts next week. So let's get over to Stock Charts and get going. So here we are on the charts and tools page, and as you can see, there is a big green banner across the top of the page with a little bit of information about ChartCon. There is a learn more link right in there, so you can give that link a click. That's going to take you over to the different ChartCon pages. If you're a member, you actually get special pricing, so that link is going to take you somewhere a little bit different if you're actually logged into your account. If you are a free user or you're logged out of your account, this link is going to take you somewhere else. So we are going to show you kind of everything that you need to see about ChartCon. Now, the other great way to get there is actually just come up to the URL and type in stockcharts.com/ChartCon. That is going to take you right over to our ChartCon landing page that has all the information for you. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time just kind of quickly run through this page and make sure that you really understand what this event is. Now, the quick backstory, this is another ChartCon event that we are doing. We haven't actually done one of these since 2018, but we used to do this basically every 2 years. We did one in 2011. That was our first year. We went 2011, 2012, then we took 2 years off, went 2014, 2016, 2018. With the pandemic, we skipped 2020, but we are back with ChartCon this year in 2022. The idea from day one has been, let's gather this incredible sort of collection of technical analysts and seasoned investors that we know, sort of reach into our Rolodex, if you will, and put together a 2-day conference to really get everyone talking, not just about what's happening in the markets, but talk about kind of the deeper elements of charting and investing, talk about process, talk about routines, talk about how they approach charts and markets and what they like to trade, really kind of dive into the theory, the concepts, everything behind their different systems. We have had incredible presenters at ChartCons in the past, folks like John Murphy, Martin Pring, Alex Elder. This year, I have to say, I think this might be our absolute best lineup yet. We have assembled 17 different analysts coming together for this 2-day virtual conference. We used to do this in person. Now, the way of the world, we're doing this virtually. We're going to get back to the agenda there in just a second, but I want to scroll down and talk about kind of who's coming to this event first and foremost. Again, we have assembled some incredible speakers coming to this event. Our two kind of headliners, keynote speakers, Larry Williams and Linda Raschke, two huge names that have been doing this for a long, long time. Incredibly respected technicians, incredibly respected analysts. And really every time we get Larry and Linda to speak on StockCharts TV or at any event that we do, it's always one of the most popular things that we have. So our two keynote speakers there, Linda Raschke and Larry Williams. We've also got a whole host of other incredible technicians as well. Aaron Swenlin, Dave Landry. We're going to have fireside chats from Martin Pring, Gaddis Rose, my father, John Markman, Ralph Akampora, Mark Chaikin. I mean, these are serious legends in this industry. Folks like John Markman that have, really just kind of this encyclopedic knowledge of markets and history. So many incredible books that he has written. I'm really looking forward to having John there. And then some others, Julius de Kempenaar. We got Joe Rabel, Greg Schnell, Bruce Frazier coming to join us. Miss Schneider, Mary Ellen McGonigal, and Jay Woods. They're going to be sitting down actually for a stock picking lightning round. I'm really looking forward to that one. I'm going to be moderating that presentation. Leslie Jufles also joining us. Of course, Dave Keller going to be there. I will be there as well. And our company president, actually, Chip Anderson, is going to be sitting down for a little talk at the beginning of the 2-day conference as well. So we have some incredible content lined up for you from, of course, some amazing speakers. Now, the cool thing is that, again, this isn't just, what's happening in the markets. Let's look at a couple of charts. This is really dive into concepts, dive into things like Larry's history, sort of his thoughts on how you should approach the markets, how he approaches the markets. You really are gonna have an opportunity to learn from Larry, learn from Linda. It's not just kind of hear their thoughts on, what's gonna happen over the next couple of months. So speaking of kind of what's going to happen, we'll scroll back up this page a little bit, and we'll quickly just run through the 2-day agenda. Again, the conference kicks off next week, starts October 7th, that is Friday. We're also going to have a packed day on October 8th, that's Saturday. We really kick off with kind of a bang here. We're going to welcome you all to ChartCon. Chip is actually going to get up there and talk, and then we're diving right into a live trading room with Dave Landry. After that, we're going into our panel presentation, our first panel presentation, again with Mary Ellen, Mish, and Jay. We're doing that stock picking lightning round. I'm going to be moderating that one. Then we're going to go into a couple of those kind of specialized presentations. We've got a fireside chat there with Gaddis Rose. Also going to get into some sector discussions. We have an intro to sector rotation from Julius de Kempenaar. And then Joe Rabel is going to grab the mic, talk about technology, specifically going to kind of do a deep dive on that sector. We go back for another live trading room from Aaron Swenlin, and then we have a very unique Pilot's Guide to Investing segment. So we've actually got, there's one name that has just been added to this actually. T.G. Watkins is also going to join us. Jeff DeGraff, Tony Dwyer, Dave Keller, and T.G. Watkins are all actually pilots. That's one of the things that sort of binds them together. And so they're going to talk about how their experience flying planes and all of the routines and the ideas, the steps that you go through when you're flying a plane, especially in some of those volatile, kind of dangerous, crazy, hectic situations that you find yourselves in, hopefully not too often, but occasionally when you're flying. They're going to talk about how that's influenced their approach to the markets, to investing, to trading. Going to be a very, very fascinating segment there. We've got another fireside chat after that with Ralph Akampora, a legend in this industry, one of the founders of the CMT Association as well. And the interesting thing, that's actually going to be hosted by Jay Woods, who is Ralph's nephew. So really looking forward to having Ralph out here with us for ChartCon. Then we've got a market outlook panel. So we will get into a little bit of, kind of what do you think is happening? Where do you think we're heading? We're going to do that one with Tom Bowley, Leslie Jufles, Mary Ellen McGonigal, hosted by Dave Keller. So they'll all share their thoughts on kind of where the market is heading. And that wraps us up for day one. Moving on to day two, we've got a little kickoff there, and then we get into our first keynote presentation from Linda Raschke that Saturday. So a week from tomorrow, if you're watching this show live today. After that, we get into another panel discussion, managing risk in bull and bear markets. Again, if I didn't mention this earlier in the show, the theme of this entire conference really is navigating volatility. That's going to kind of run through all of these different presentations that we have, talking about how these different traders and investors and analysts handle volatility, how it can help you, how you can deal with it, how it really can find a place in your strategy. So specifically, this managing risk in bull and bear markets panel, it's going to be a great opportunity to talk about, the current conditions being so volatile and how you can really kind of deal with that volatility. Think about risk management specifically through all of those different climates. So that's going to be with Bruce Frazier, Leslie Juflis, Jay Woods, and I'm going to be moderating that one as well. Got another fireside chat there coming up after that. John Markman sitting down for an interview with Dave Keller. Then we get into another one of those sector deep dives, specifically looking at the energy sector. Greg Schnell going to walk us through his thoughts, diving deep into energy specifically. Martin Pring is going to be sitting down with Bruce Frazier for a fireside chat, little interview with Martin. Always fun when we get to hear more from Martin. Again, another legend in this industry, has been in this business for so long. He's going to bring those decades of knowledge to all of us and really kind of share his thoughts on a whole bunch of things, but specifically, again, routines, process, risk management, volatility. That'll kind of work its way into that conversation with Martin. Going to be really exciting. And then one of the highlights, we're going to have a bulls versus bears debate. Obviously, a great time to do that. That one is going to be a really packed panel. Dave Keller is going to be getting thoughts on bullish versus bearish scenarios from all of these different analysts that you can see on the screen. Tom, Julius, Dave, Joe Rabel, Keith, and Mish Schneider, Greg Schnell, and Aaron Swenlin, all kind of coming across the stage to share their thoughts. They're going to pick a side. Each one is going to pick a side, and they're going to have a lively, arousing debate about different bullish versus bearish scenarios in the market. We're going to have an interview with Mark Chaikin after that. Dave Keller sitting down with Mark, and then another sector deep dive into industrials with Bruce Frazier. We wrap up really with our final keynote presentation from Larry Williams, kind of closing us out on a high note there on day 2. Really excited to have Larry out with us and to get his thoughts in that keynote presentation there at the end of day 2. Now, one other thing that we're going to have for StockCharts members is at the end of day 1 and at the end of day 2, we're going to have some interactive Q&A sessions. So you guys, if you are a StockCharts member, will actually be able to send your questions in during these 2 days, and we will compile all those different questions and spend some time with the panelists at the end of both days, going through some of those questions, making sure that we get some answers for all of you. So it is going to be a packed 2 days, but it is going to be so much fun. And this is really a different format than we've done in the past as well. In the past, we've done a lot of kind of individual presentations, one person on the stage at one time. This year, we're really getting everyone together, getting more conversation going. We're going to have people bouncing off each other. It's going to be fantastic. Really a melding of the minds, bringing all these people together in these kind of more group-oriented panel discussions. It's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, of course, those individual interviews. So we will have some individual time on the screen as well. But it's going to be a very interactive ChartCon. Very fun for both of those 2 days. Now, most importantly, the price of this conference, if you are a free user, if you're just using StockCharts, the free tools that we have, the conference is going to be $299. If you're a StockCharts member, though, you actually save 66%, and that price comes all the way down to $99. So you can come here, click this big orange button at stockcharts.com/ChartCon. Again, that's the page you can use to get here. We do have a little fun video up the top of this page too. I'm not going to play that, but you can definitely come here and click that yourself. But if you want to save your seat, get your tickets, just click that big orange button or click some of those links that we have around the site. If you are a StockCharts member and you want to get that special price, the best way to get there actually, look for that big green banner across the site. Make sure you click the link in there. It has a special little code on it to make sure that you get that discounted price if you're a StockCharts member. So you can use this page to kind of learn things. But again, if you're a StockCharts member, try to use that big green banner at the top of the page. Make sure you're logged into your account and then click that to actually get the special link that'll take you right to the registration page. So nice and easy for you there. Again, though, we do have a ton of information here. If you, again, go to stockcharts.com/ChartCon, all of this is here for you. So you can actually kind of work your way through this page, learn a little bit more. We've even got some FAQs and lots of different things you can read up on the different speakers. And we kind of flew through this page today, but it is here for you if you want to revisit this. So that's our little summary of ChartCon 2022. Again, it's going to be a fantastic 2 days. The most special thing is that this really gives a lot of these presenters an opportunity to kind of step back from, again, what's happening in the markets and talk more about the high level ideas, the concepts, their history in the markets, why they approach things in a specific way. You really get an opportunity to learn about the systems and the tools that these different experts use in their own approaches. It is a fantastic educational opportunity. And along the way, you actually learn a ton about stock charts. We're going to have, of course, a lot of things worked in there about how these different experts use stock charts in their own approach, how they actually incorporate the tools and the features, what you can pull out of their approach into your own process. So it is 2 days jam-packed full of fun, but also jam-packed full of a lot of education. And it's always amazing when we do one of these events. We hear so many people afterwards saying, I learned more in 2 days than I really ever thought I could. And when you're learning from folks like Mark Chaikin, Larry Williams, Linda Raschke, I mean, it's an incredible list that we've assembled here. So exciting to have all of these incredible minds in the room together. And we're just thrilled to bring this to you. So October 7th and 8th, starting a week from today, next Friday and Saturday, ChartCon 2022 kicking off. Very, very exciting. The other thing before I let you go, the entire conference is going to be recorded. So if you're a StockCharts member, you're actually going to get access to this indefinitely. If you are not a StockCharts member, you'll get access for a period of time. But if you're a StockCharts member, that's really the best way to make sure that you're getting the most value out of this conference. But you will have access to the recordings for really as long as you want. By the way, if you're not a StockCharts member and you want to get that discounted price, sign up for a free trial. You can actually sign up for a free trial right now. That's going to carry you through the next week as well as a couple weeks after that. But that'll carry you through that week. You'll actually be able to get that discounted price if you sign up for a StockCharts membership. I think there's a good chance that you'll stick around because you'll see a lot of those members-only tools in action. You'll get to play around with all the different members-only features, bigger, better charting, more advanced charts, chart lists. You'll save your stuff. You can set up chart styles, run scans, alerts, all the members-only features. Of course, you're going to get all of that with your free trial, but you'll also get that discounted price. So if you're looking at this and you're thinking, man, I'm not a StockCharts member, $300, that sounds kind of like a lot, go sign up for a free trial. It's totally free. Then you'll be able to register for ChartCon with that special price, $99. Gives you the discounted version, and you'll get access to the conference for as long as you want. So a nice little hidden perk there. I'll let you in on that secret. Anyways, I want to thank you so much for joining me on today's show. It's been fun to run you through all of the details here of ChartCon 2022. We're going to be off next week, as you might imagine. We're going to be doing ChartCon, so no show next week. But we do this show every Friday after that, every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, again, up on our live channel, up on the YouTube channel, up on the StockCharts TV on-demand platform, StockChartsTV.com. So you got lots and lots of different ways to watch. We like to use this show to dive into the site, show you tools and features, tips and tricks, make sure that you're getting as much value out of StockCharts as you can. So if you're new to the show, definitely join us, not next Friday, but the Friday after that, or go back through some of the history of this show. If you're up on the YouTube channel, you can always find previous editions of this show. Go back and watch some of the things that we've done. And then remember, we got more of this every Friday, so definitely join us in the future. My name is Grayson Rose, Vice President of Operations here at StockCharts.com. It's been good to be with you. I will see you next week at ChartCon 2022. Can't wait. But until then, chart on, my friends.
Hey guys, Dave Keller here with StockCharts.com. Thanks so much for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, and we hope you did, hit the like button right below. Also, we have so much new content every day. Consider subscribing to the channel. Just hit the subscribe button in the video or right below. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Have a fantastic day.